Hey everybody, welcome back. It is DM Combo. I've got another quick update for you on Dreamside's progress. Last week I talked about my plan to send a package of Dreamside's current version out to publishers. I haven't yet done that, unfortunately, because I'm not yet done with the package. And that's not only because I've still been working on the art here and there, but also because I've taken on a contract for a very exciting video game that I'm working on over the course of the next week or so. And although I can't really talk about what that is because I'm under a contract to keep it super secret, but I can tell you it's a cool project and it is very different from Dreamside, which is great because sometimes when you work on the same project for too long, you get a little bit tunnel visioned on it, and it can be difficult to see what's not working about the art. And as a case in point, I have the last spread from Chapter 4 on my screen now. If you have been following my project for a while and been following these video updates, then you probably know that about a month ago I made a video where I talked about how excited I was because I designed the what I thought at the time was the finished line art for this spread, but in fact I ended up going completely back to the drawing board once again, and as you can see, the piece has taken on a whole different form. Now this is the first time that Sarah has broken out of the claustrophobic patient room at the Skyline Children's Hospital, where she sits in her window and looks out of this cityscape and watches all these people going about their lives, and she just wants to get out of there. And this is when she's finally had the chance to break out and visit this fantastic world that she's been promised. And so I really want to convey that feeling of freedom and the enticement of exploration of a brand new place that's very fantastical and has these fantasy elements like these sort of floating islands things that you see here. And the other reason really that I've been working so hard on this is because Dreamside uses a lot of visual storytelling, and there's a lot of visual motifs that are worked into the art that tell a story that the narrative text really doesn't. It expands on it, and some of that is subtle, some of it is subliminal, and some of it is something that you'll hopefully react to in the later books, but I don't really want to spoil what those are, and unfortunately, I can't really tell you what they are without spoiling them, so you just have to take my word for it that they're in there. So there's been a great deal of design that's gone into the work behind the work on this spread, and all of that has had to be figured out before I could really clarify the design of this spread. And so, and that's of course in addition to trying to just design this epic seascape and making sure that it feels very impactful as a piece. So that's why it's taken me as long as it has. And I don't think that this is really, this is not final, but it's getting very close to it. And it's the first time I've really felt confident to show you this direction. I didn't want to keep leading you on with showing you more directions and calling them the right direction when they weren't. But this is probably the maybe 35th iteration of this since I've been working on the edits, and it's certainly been frustrating to have to start over so many times, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. And if you want a piece to be everything that it can be and really convey the right storytelling that's needed, sometimes you just have to go back to the drawing board, and sometimes that has to happen 35 times. It's just the way it goes. But I'd hate to publish the book and then look back and regret this one thing that I didn't bring up to the level of polish that I've done with everything else so far. I figured, it may be another month of work that I've spent on it, but in the end, I think it will be worth it. So I did want to make one final point to you today, is just to say thank you so much to all of you who have been following my project and following these videos, and also who have helped to spread the word about Dreamside. As I go forward and talk to publishers, I mean, just, to be upfront, it really helps to have a following online. And the more people I have who are subscribed to my blog and my YouTube channel, who leave comments on here and express their excitement about the project in one form or another, or at least just interact with it in any way, it makes it easier for me to have that conversation with the publisher, because I have something that they can feel confident moving forward has an audience already, and that's going to make it just a lot easier for them to take the risk of working with a first timer like me. All right, so thank you for continuing to spread the word, and please do stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of exciting news, I think, this year as the book is finally released in physical format. So your patience will pay off, and I very much appreciate it. So thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.